So, y'all know why my eyesight's so bad, man?
I thought you had 20/20.
Nah. I probably got like 18, 14 type shit. Because I spent so many years, like, so I'm fairly young, right? And I never had bread for, like, the high quality stuff, like the monitors and everything, right? So my first setup, I had like an old 40-inch TV as my monitor, and I'm sitting this close to it.
Like your generation does, burning brain cells.
So I'm over here using FL Studio
with just a kick and a snare,
and my eyes burning. Y'all have ear fatigue. I have eye fatigue.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Devvon Terrell. This is the My Audio Nerds podcast, a podcast for audio nerds like yourself. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Also, make sure you comment and rate us on Spotify as well as Apple Music or Apple Podcasts. Sorry about that. And please make sure you put your @name when you leave us a review, because one of you is going to win the HMD Rosetta VIP Gold Edition EQ. Also, we love you guys, man. It's just great to be here.
Yeah.
I'm Devvon Terrell, Pro Tools user. To the left of me,
I'm a Rosetta Gold VIP owner. LJ. Also,
I gave it to you?
I stole it from you. Remember, you
definitely stole it, because I definitely didn't give it to you.
You sent it to Rob. By accident, you sent it to me because our emails are similar.
Oh, I think I airdropped it by accident, and it went to you.
I clipped that. Shout out to Rob. He might still have the red version.
But you don't get the update, though. You won't get the.
I'm the first person with a cracked copy of Rosetta.
You do have you got a BS version. You got a bad version. The old, it was just a beta, like a super duper beta. You have.
I got it on the low, $44.
I will literally find you, and let me not incriminate myself, but I will find you. Let me just say, I will find you, kid.
Pull that Liam Neeson.
Facts. To the right of me.
You already know, bro. You know introduction. It's the Apostle of Ableton, bro. What's going on with you?
I'm pretty good, man.
You're just like a. Never. Oh my God.
The Apostle of Ableton?
The Apostle of Ableton.
Okay, so you bringing Jesus here? God.
He's just like a Jehovah's
Witness. I'm bringing Ableton Christ.
Ableton Christ?
I'm bringing Ableton Christ.
What is wrong with you?
In Christ?
Ableton? Oh, Cain and Abel? Ooh, there's something there. There's a bar there. There's a little bar there.
We just going.
I'm not going to let you get that off, though. Can we go back to what you was talking about with your little bum setup that you had? Because I do want to know. I want to understand your humble beginnings as far as your equipment and stuff like that.
You see, I'm rubbing my eyes because my shit hurt.
Of course. You don't wear glasses?
Huh?
You don't wear glasses?
I wear glasses damn near every episode of this show, but I don't need glasses.
Did anyone understand what he actually just said?
I always wear glasses. Like, if you go to all the episodes, I'm always
never seen him wearing glasses?
But I don't use...
Those are prescription?
No, those aren't prescription.
Exactly. That's why I'm, so confused. I was like, wait.
They're glasses.
I'm a glasses guy. I just don't need them. Y'all need them.
That was my question. Look how much investigating I had to do to get to just find out, no, you don't need glasses.
You guys were asking the questions from two different surface levels. You was like real, do you wear glasses? And he's like, but what do you mean by glasses? It's very surface level.
You know what it is? I could tell you need glasses because your text is extra large on your iPhone.
Cat.
And your Pro Tools be zoomed in all the time.
Cat. Even more cap. I don't do that. I do not do that. I wear glasses and I keep everything in 4K and just small. I like everything small on my devices. Not like my mom. Now that I always be thinking she got like a cracked Android phone because bro, her words be huge. I be like, what phone is? I'm like, yo, your iOS messed up. She like, no, I got the zoom function. I'm like, you're OD. Bro, one text bubble will take up the whole screen. And all it say is when you getting home, it'll be a whole text. We'll take up the whole screen.
Oh man. But yeah, all right, my setup was a 40-inch Insignia TV.
Shout out Insignia. Insignia, when it comes to monitor, if you need a cheap monitor, Insignia will give you a little... Isn't that Best Buy's native brand?
Yes.
That's a Best Buy brand, right?
Best Buy bought it, I think. Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'll tell you, this is my first setup. All right. So that Insignia into VGA, right?
Oh, what a horrible format.
VGA into was it a laptop? No, it was a PC that I bought for like $8 from a thrift store. Shout out to that lady.
You bought a PC for $8?
Yeah, it had 2 gigabytes of RAM. This is in 2015. And hey, can I tell you something? Wait. That PC is the reason I use FL Studio because other DAWs you needed a minimum of 4 gigabytes of RAM. FL Studio 12, you needed a minimum of 512 megabytes of RAM. You need 512 megabytes of RAM.
To do what? For FL Studio?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I was
what
like,
up?
oh, word? I got two. I got like 4 of
You
those.
got extra.
Word.
Yeah, you said, I got
crazy.
extra.
So yeah, I was
Wow.
using FL Studio, and then shout out to my friends at the Pirate Bay. Free them. I was able to get FL Studio for free until I bought it years later. And yeah, my setup was that I had a machine because one of my homeboys, shout out to Moses, he had just came from the army, and before he went in, he was trying to learn, so he had the old machine.
Right.
He said to me, I was trying to get it to work with FL Studio. My dumb self, I didn't know.
You're a
didn't
silly
know about
boy. Just a
I
really
was
silly boy.
12.
You trying to figure it out, bro.
I was trying to grow
trying
up.
things.
Yo,
Just like
what's
you.
up with this ageism?
He's just a silly boy.
Uh-huh.
So you want to know my old setup back in the day? It was the M Audio Profire 610. I don't know if you remember that.
Sounds rich.
That was
I'm kidding.
rich.
Imagine.
It was like $300. I'm not gonna lie, that was bread.
Me and Levis are not coming from interface.
It took me facts. No, it took me a
Yeah,
long
facts.
time to save up to buy that interface. The M
What was your
Audio-
interface before?
Ooh, it was a silver interface.
I didn't even
and
tell you what
remember the name.
interface I used. I used a Phantom Power Supply. We talked about that before.
That is nasty. Every time you talk about
phantom
it's just a
power
it was
supply.
an independent
Like-
Phantom Power Supply. It's crazy.
Like imagine you just get a box like what does it
Just
say?
say 48 volts.
Yeah, it don't even say 48 volts. It said 48 volts on the top. It's an on and off button.
Poof, poof, poof.
It's OD.
Yo, you plug your mic into the wall. He's like,
It's OD.
48 volts plugged into the wall. So I had an M Audio Profire 610. That was an amazing interface at that time
That's
because,
dope, yeah.
and I got it because it allowed me to use Pro Tools Empowered. Because remember that was the
Empowered.
only Pro Tools.
Back when Avid actually merged both companies. Call back.
They merged both companies.
Merged both divisions.
They
I'm
bought
sorry.
them. They bought M Audio. I thought.
Merged both divisions. Of
They bought them.
software. You're not hearing me.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. It's so funny when he talks to me like that. Merge Devvon.
Both divisions, not company. Divisions, the software and the hardware. Remember, we had a callback episode.
Yes, software and the hardware. I love when you do callback to episodes because I don't know how with the order on which I release
Yeah.
stuff. So in my
But
head,
here's
I
the-
feel like,
here's
all
the
right, bet
deal.
now I gotta put this after.
Devvon, I have a question for you.
What?
And don't take this as ageism. I just really want to know.
It's gonna be ageism.
Where were you when Thomas Edison invented the light bulb?
I wasn't around, stupid.
Oh, you was out of town?
Yo, he saved that. Yo, that had nothing to do with audio or anything. I hate you, bro. The M Audio
Empowered.
Empowered 610. That's what I had. And then microphone wise, I had that baby bottle, that blue baby bottle.
You
Was my
started
microphone.
with the baby bottle?
Interesting.
Rich.
No, I started with the Samson CO1 that we talked about all the time. The Honda of microphones. The Samson CO1 was my mic because all it took was me to read one Gear Sluts. It was called Gear Sluts back in the day.
No, it's still. Oh, it's not.
It's Gear Space now.
I must be on the wrong side of Reddit.
Yeah, you you damn sure are. But back in the day, I read one comment of somebody saying the Samson CO1 is the poor man's Neumann U87.
Yeah.
I immediately ran.
My
Stupid
brother
me.
had the and he never let me use it.
What?
Still never forgave him to this day.
What?
Nah, he had the Samsung C01U, the USB version.
Oh, that's what the U was. Because I was like, I always make a mistake and say U, but I'm like, I think it's the
He had the
only one.
C01U Pro, and it was like the light skin gray. It was a little chubby, and I remember when I was looking for mics to buy. You know,
Right.
when I started to have a little budget, some placements was coming in.
Right.
SoundCloud placements, no monetization.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I got like $50 for a mic. Let me look around. I almost
Whoa,
copped.
I got $50 for a mic. Let me look around.
I almost copped Mr. Blue Snowball. I almost copped.
gotta do what you gotta do.
I gotta do what you gotta do.
I never lose one more.
I almost copped the Behringer B1U, which was the CO1U version by Behringer.
They dumbed it down. They made another version?
So they made a $75 mic $40.
That's nasty work. So how you undercut a $100
Why do you
microphone?
think I really look at them crazy? Shout out Behringer, man.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know if this is real. And yo, real talk, we have to look into Behringer stuff and test it. Like we just gotta test it once
Yeah,
and
we
for all
gotta
and really
actually
put it
test it.
up against stuff. Like I'm here for it, so I want to make that clear. But I came across something and I didn't want to believe it. It was an article, and I don't know if it's real. I don't know if I was dreaming and was crying in a dream, laughing. It says something like Behringer wants people to know like they're dead serious or something.
We're not kidding.
this happened. This wasn't a dream, bro. I was reading it and I couldn't laugh with nobody around me. I couldn't laugh with my wife. Nobody. I'm like, dang, ain't nobody gonna find this funny but me. But it was like Behringer is dead. She wants everybody to know they're serious. They're dead serious about emulations and stuff. Because they've been making a lot of emulations lately.
Well, that's lately the last
Forever.
46 years.
Yeah, they have. What okay.
Name one Behringer product they created.
Headphone amp. That headphone amp is
And they
legendary.
Bro,
Legendary headphone amp.
no, it's not. Can I tell you why?
How?
Because Newer has that same headphone amp on Amazon for $14.
Cappity cap
Swear.
cap. It ain't the same one.
I own it. It's the same
It
thing.
ain't the same one.
Same
Newer.
thing. And it's the same packaging.
And
Shout out Newer.
That tickled them.
That was my first mic.
What, Newer?
A Newer NW800.
Look how young you are. That mic was not even out, nowhere near.
2000.
That's so dope.
15, 16.
2015, you had that mic?
Yeah, shout out Podcastage. I keep shouting them out.
Shout out,
It was a
yeah,
$10
Podcast
mic.
Stage is OD. It's Podcast Stage, right?
Podcastage.
It's Stage?
I think it is.
I think it's Podcast Stage.
No, it's Podcastage.
It says Podcast Age.
I think he says Podcastage. in the video.
Okay, I'm sorry if I said it wrong,
His
but
name is
respect.
Andrew. Shout out to Andrew.
Shout out to Andrew. I'm cool with that. Two pro beat. I forgot. I'm forgetting my YouTubers right now. So I do want to ask you, Courtney,
Yes,
because
sir.
I feel like you're gonna blow our minds.
Oh, he's from Jamaica. He had a Shure SM7, SM57, not the 8. He had the skinny SM57.
You had the
drum
snare mic. What you had? That thing's
I-
expensive too.
See,
How much are those?
Probably a buck a pop. SM50. Can you look at what an SM57 is? How much it costs?
Like, $50, $70.
Well, wait, and yo, can I tell you something? What my teachers used to do? They used to be like, watch this. They used to put an SM58. Then they used to pop it off and say SM57.
But that's
What's
that's funny.
400?
100.
Oh, I thought that 57 was 4. I was like, oh, y'all ODing.
ODing.
Shout out, Sure. We got to link with them, by
So
the way.
depends. All right, so are you asking me like when I first started making music?
What's the first setup, bro? What's that setup? What's that
first
budget?
real setup?
That
Not
budget
like
setup.
music?
Not like a Bobby's headphone microphone gaming
I'm about to
set.
say like it was about to be mad nasty. Audacity was about to come into the conversation.
Jesus, kid.
I used to go to the
But you
library
know-
to use Audacity.
That's a wild, nasty library card usage.
But I definitely in Full Sail had I think Sam Ash just started doing their financing, credit card options and stuff.
I remember that. I got a lot of friends that messed their
I'm about
money
to
up in
say- I'm about to
Sam
say,
Ash.
you know, but things being what they were, I think I got the Novation keyboard. We already had the MacBooks from Full Sail.
That's a fact.
I had the
Shout out Full Sail for that.
This Focusrite 2i2. I think it was the Scarlett 2i2.
Wow.
Damn, you young as hell.
And
Like,
the
that's your
NT1A.
first interface?
My
I don't
first
want
real
NT1A,
interface was
For real?
Like official interface, yeah.
Was it Scarlett 2i2?
When I was 18.
You are a child,
Yeah,
bro.
I was
the
19
first
years old.
interface I bought was a audio box by PreSonus, and then I hated it. I threw it out.
Yeah, I never
And
liked it.
bought-
It was silver, right?
Yeah, blue
Ooh, I
silver.
didn't like that.
And then I only had that for a couple months because then I started getting paid because I HFD
You started living
Tell me
right.
So I got that SS. No, I didn't have the SSL. What did I have before that?
SSL 2 Plus?
Yeah, I think. Oh no. Who?
Didn't you
I
have the
came in
Apollo for
clutch.
years?
Yes.
I'm about to
So
say,
what
you had the
happened
Apollo for a
was
while.
I had gotten the audio box from PreSonus.
Okay.
And then about 3 or 4 months later, some guy. If you ever want to buy cheap gear, buy it from people that quit music.
Holy
Because
crap,
this-
you're so right.
He quit, and I bought this $1,000 Apollo for this Windows for $200, bro.
For 200? He sold it to you for 200?
Yeah, off OfferUp. Shout out OfferUp. They bought Let Go. I hate them for that. But yeah, I bought it. Used that for years, and then I moved to Mac, and it just wouldn't work. So I sold that off, and I ended up just getting
The what?
the SSL 2 Plus. I wanted to
Wow.
go up to UAD,
Mm-hmm.
but y'all was gassing it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go with the SSL. You really was championing the SSL at the time, so I said, all right, it was new.
Yeah, at the time I was
copped
championing
it.
it. Yeah, because you know what got me about that? And shout out, we're talking about low budget gear, which I like really not low budget. Yeah, low budget. Right, you got a low budget. What I liked about the SSL 2 Plus was the fact that it had that 4K button.
Yeah.
That put like an analog circuit in. I thought that was just really interesting. I knew it was going to be mind-boggling, but I just thought it was really cool that they had like an analog circuitry kind of adding saturation feature on an interface for $200. What was it? $250 for that interface?
I got mine for like 200 flat. Yeah.
What other interfaces are in that price range that are really good though? Like that $300 interface? Because I ain't gonna lie, $300 interfaces may be the most competitive interface range.
SSL 2 Plus, man.
I think it's a
You
little
still
higher.
put it. You still put it up there like that?
Yeah, it's just like such a good go-to.
I don't
Over the
think that's a
Apogee
very-
Boom?
I don't think that's very competitive.
I played you records for, that I made with the SSL 2 Plus.
And you like it over the Apogee Boom?
Completely.
No way, you
Yeah, you're tripping, I ain't
tripping,
gonna
bro.
lie.
The preamps on the Apogee Boom are so much better. It is. To me, it's just
The converters as well as just how it sounds. Yeah, it does sound better.
right.
But especially when it comes to that 4K option and stuff, right? And then versus like if I'm thinking bells and whistles with both,
Yeah.
that 4K button versus the preamp setup that comes with the Apogee software control stuff.
Yeah.
Eh.
Oh my gosh.
You're
You're
And
wildin'.
you're tripping because the Apogee Boom has that built-in built-in DSP, built-in plugins, effects.
I think we had a conversation about the compressor.
I think we did.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't like it. I don't like the compressor.
Yo,
The EQ,
you like the EQ?
I give them that EQ. And
Okay.
that's definitely for sure over the SSL.
That's SSL 2 as far as the built-in plugins.
I can't beat that.
Well, you know what I didn't like about the SSL 2 Plus, and this is not saying these things are bad or anything, but of course, when you're in that budget range, like $300, things are a little different, right? So when I look at from a budget standpoint, shout out Rob is in here too. We were
out
just talking about
Rob.
you earlier too.
They want you to come on camera. They said that last time.
Oh yeah, they did. Show Rob. I was like, y'all don't know Rob. Shut up. When I looked at the SSL, when I played with the SSL 2 Plus, the one thing I didn't like was the preamps. If you crank them things up, like when you start,
the noise floor
is
is
ridiculous
The noise
on
floor
it.
is
So
annoying.
that's what made me not mess with it.
Can we talk about that? That's the only reason I upgraded.
When we
'Cause
remember
I
when
played-
we was in Orlando.
Yeah, and we was using it the whole time. I wasn't tripping. But when I got back home and I'm like, all right, I just got a new bass. I'm like, yo, I gotta
Right.
trying to get some joints off.
Right.
I'm like, oh wait, the bass wasn't the problem this whole time.
Right.
It was the interface, so I ended up getting the Arrow.
Oh, that's when
UAD
you went to the Arrow and stuff
Solo,
like that.
Yeah, the Apollo Solo.
And I've been trying to get you out of that place for mad long, and I
Not
can't
for-
get you out of that place for nothing.
Not for another year after I just bought this. What?
I can't. What
Give
interface?
Give me an army. Gift me an army, and
I'm not
switch.
giving you an army. I don't mess with you that much.
Or Apogee. I'll take an Apogee.
Now let me tell you. Okay, now hold on. Now here's my thing. Here's my thing with Apogee, which actually this is so funny. Rob is here because I've been trying to push Rob for this for mad long. He keep fighting me, and I'm telling you, stop fighting me, bro. Just let it happen. The Apogee Duet 3 is my favorite budget interface on earth.
How much is it?
500, 600. How much is it? About 600 cash. It is my.
I don't know,
Bro,
man.
can I tell you why? When I used the Apogee, I was recording and cutting vocals in a hotel with the Apogee Duet 3.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, my interface at home, it's a $5,000 interface, right? It's the Prism Sound. When I cut the vocals in the hotel, of course, I'm going back to like cutting records on the, say for instance, I'm doing the second verse at my house now on that stuff.
yeah.
Bro, it was okay. It was
can't go
fine.
with you, bro. I
It wasn't
cannot-
like this stark, crazy, like, I was like, oh, it's like a big
I
difference.
can't agree with you, bro.
Why?
Because the fact that the same converters in the Apollo Solo are in the higher end Apollos that are $2-3 grand, bro.
Here's my thing. Here's
That's like damn near unbeatable, bro.
all I'm saying. And no, and that's a good point. Can I be honest with you? I didn't know those were the same converters.
Yeah.
Are they the same preamps?
I don't know. I
I
ain't
don't
that
think, he
much-
said, I ain't get that deep.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the same preamps. And that's
It
why.
might be. Who knows? And even if not, I feel like UAD is one of those companies that is held to such a high standard, bro. That's a good shootout.
They make great
we
stuff.
gonna do a good shootout with that.
Okay.
Let's do it.
This is what I will say.
That's our version of verses.
What?
On the Patreon?
What?
The verses where we bring our own gear and start battling our own gear.
Oh, I
That's
will
insane.
smack you. Come on, bro.
Alright,
My
here
gear
you go.
versus
Yeah,
your
you
gear?
No, obviously I'm not gonna go against a Prison Sound Titan.
Yeah, I'ma
but
pack you
like
up.
shit like this where the Apollo versus the UAD, and let's do a blind test.
If I tell you what, I'll put that Apogee Boom against all your interfaces in that price range. All of them. Okay. And
Apogee
we'll try it
Boom,
out.
how much is an Apogee Boom?
300.
$300.
$300.
Oh, I'm going with Apogee. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell
that
you.
SSL spoiled. Oh, it just got spoiled.
The only thing I'll give you at your SSL 2 Plus is the fact that y'all got 2 headphone jacks. Because that's the only reason why I caught Rob, which made me mad. Because I was like, damn, you got me. Okay, you got it.
Man,
And it's got the stereo output. Wait, the SSL 2 has the stereo output? It has a stereo output. It has 4 RCA outputs.
yes, it does.
And
it does.
2 output. See, it has a lot of connections for a $250, $300 interface. I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking of
so you
cheap
get
gear,
me there.
Speaking of cheap fucking gear, if y'all haven't had, and this is back to the hood, like the hood accessories,
Yeah.
the 6-way aux splitter. You know what I'm talking about? The little hexagon.
Oh my gosh, the little I call it the pizza. It look like a pizza pie. Yeah, that little stupid little thing.
It's like we lost it as much as we lose adapters.
That's mad true.
Yeah.
I've never liked those
That was
things.
the original. Yeah, that headphone splitter is a classic piece in the crib.
You know what's a classic piece to me? It's probably the best low budget monitor controller out there,
Oh no.
and it's the one I got, which I need to get rid of. I'm not
Presonus?
gonna lie.
Your
It's a Presonus monitor station, the
It's
V2.
good.
Oh, okay.
That is one of the best monitor control. I think we
Yeah.
got one at OTR too, right?
Yeah, I see that everywhere.
The monitor station, the Presonus.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh, we need it. All right, Gabe. All right, so that monitor station.
nah. You don't need to upgrade that, bro.
Yes, I do. Yes, do you know what's out there?
Cool.
Have you?
But
Bro,
going back to
yeah, you know the one that's in every studio. The new ones, and I don't know the brand. I apologize. By the way, hold on. You know the Apogee Symphony? I think may be one of the best interfaces that came out
you
this
talking
year.
rich. You
No,
talking
I know.
rich.
Yeah, I'm
You
talking so
talking
wild
rich.
because it's like
Talking
$5,000. But I'm not gonna lie, because I was at Apogee Studio when we was in Anaheim, and Jonathan Morrison. Shout out Jonathan Morrison.
Johnny.
Shout out Johnny.
And Apogee, they were showing me some stuff. He was showing me the Symphony IO. He literally took me in the room.
Symphony just looked like a PC to me though.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie though, that thing is deadly. Like he showed me, it has a monitor controller that comes with the interface, bro. It's this beautiful little remote, bro, and it's a monitor control, and it has everything, sleek, nice,
Interesting,
bro. It's OD.
I want to give a shout out. I didn't see her this year at NAMM.
Who?
I want to give a shout out.
To the owner?
Yeah, to
the owner of Apogee. She was the sweetest
Every
lady on
time
earth.
you
For sure.
mention Apogee, I just remember this lady. Like, shout out to her, bro.
Yeah, she caught us by surprise. We was outside. We was standing outside of
yo, Yanni.
Apogee Studios.
Like, hey, I can't get in here
And
without
she
a
said,
mask.
"Hey, you can't get it without a mask." And we were like, "Okay, no problem." And we talking to her. She's like, "So where you guys from?" He's like, "Yada yada." And then we walked in, and it was like, "Oh, you want to meet the owner of the?" I said, "Of Apogee?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, okay,
then we walked.
cool. What's going on?" Sweetest
Same
lady
lady,
on
same
earth.
lady.
And I didn't know that she
Generational
was
Riz.
married to Bob Clearmountain.
Bob
Yeah.
Clearmountain.
We found out that day,
We found out. I'm not gonna lie. We learned a lot that day.
and he had like the earliest Dolby setup that we
that we ever seen. Yeah, that we ever seen. Speaking of that, if we keep with the budget stuff, microphone wise, and I feel like microphone wise, this is where budgets come into play. Like where it's
Yeah.
like, dog, like where we can really go for. So budget microphone wise, what do you think is the best budget microphone? Let's say of back in the day, and let's say of today, because it's
What's
two
budget?
different.
What's the max?
Like $300, $400 microphone. That's
I'm
a budget
going
mic.
200 max, and I'm gonna tell you, it's the SE Electronics. That joint at Pirate Studios, bro. When I met the people at Pirate Studios at NAMM, and it was like, hey, so what do you think about the mics? I'm like, yo, bro, why y'all want to change it?
Yeah, that was a good mic.
Like,
Cause
that's a really good microphone.
can I tell you something that made me mad? Remember that session we had with you at
Pirate, right?
Yeah. We had that session at Pirate, and I remember cutting those vocals, and I was like, oh, this mic sucks. I'm going to just take this back home and recut it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
You never
I went home and pressed play, and I said,
yeah. It's a
it
good
was just
mic,
such a
man.
unique sound. It was
And it's
it
like
was actually really good, and I couldn't
$90,
recut
right?
it. It's like it's like $150.
Yeah.
It's like $150 microphone.
Oh, they have a cheaper alternative to it. That's like $90.
Yo,
$80.
Jay, if you can find it was a Rupert Neve like sponsored microphone, and it was from
It's the
SC Electronics.
SC2200.
It's a 2200.
Yeah.
That microphone was OD, and it came and it went. People kind of glazed over it, like they didn't
Yeah,
really.
189.
189
Really
for
used
it?
for $100.
That mic was actually really, really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I won't cap. That mic was actually really good. Microphone wise, as far as back in the day, I'm sorry, but I'm putting that Rode NT2A because I'm not disrespectful.
600, 500.
Who's $500?
That Rode NT2. Well, they don't sell the NT2 anymore, but the NT1A is in that $500 range, bro. Inflation is a mother.
NT1A is 500. Even Courtney got to look at that. NT1A is $500.
I'll tell you right now.
No, it's not.
Yeah, the NT1A is. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm like, you're wild.
the NT1A is $199.
Jesus,
like-
I was about to say there was people out there about
the
about to go in the corner and sell a
I'm
one.
about to sell mine.
Yeah, about to flip that. He's like, that's 500. I'm sitting in my closet.
Yeah, the NT2A is $399, but $400.
Okay,
But nothing beats the Austrian audio mic.
so the mic of
I
today.
feel like we just did a whole episode about this. but-
No, we didn't.
Reiterate,
We kind of
yeah.
did, but we just making light of it. I'll say the OC16 is the one for me. Rob got that blueberry. Remember? I told you about it. Rob got that blueberry.
Yo, Rob, why you trying to take that Austrian away from me, bro?
He got that blueberry.
He
He got some heat. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of mad. I kind of
Rob got a mic
sold
locker?
that to him.
Rob
he
got
do.
a nice mic locker.
He do got a fake little mic locker. I'm not gonna lie. So it's okay. So
And they got the black hole. Yo, what's up with y'all?
Oh, they do have that black hole. Yeah, but we change your vibes on them because black hole or Jay-Z microphones, y'all still ain't saying nothing to us. And countless OTR on the radar has done countless viral content with that mic, and we have not heard a single word from them. So we are switching microphones. If there's any microphone companies that's out there listening, please let us know. We trying to switch mics. I already have one in mind.
Yeah, you already know what's next.
I already know what's next.
UAD hit us. Austrian Audio hit us. Loughton Audio.
Loughton, for sure. Shout out to the homies at Loughton.
Big body Loughton just looks sexy to me.
Bro, I got that.
Like a nice...
The Atlantis.
I'm not going to say
I'm not going to lie.
Atlantis?
If I bring... Bro, that microphone's OD. Yo, people are not going to understand. You know, can I tell you something what a lot of people have been doing lately? Sorry, people have been doing this for years, but something I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start recording my lead vocals on a different mic from my background vocals.
That makes sense.
A lot of people have been doing that.
You're rich.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Listen, all right, no, listen to this. I'm gonna school you right now because on the Loughton mic, remember how you was like, I kept telling you, it's three mics in one, and you were like, whatever. I can just hit a switch and it changes the sonic characteristic of the microphone.
I just feel like that was very, very privileged. That's like saying, yo, I'm gonna drive a different car to work than I do to church. Like, all right, bro, you got a homie.
Why the church though? Why you broke? Like, why is God in part of this?
I love
I don't
God,
understand.
man. I love God.
I understand you love God, but
You don't love God?
I do. See how you do it? See, that's manipulative. I'm not gonna lie. I know how you treat your women.
Come on, welcome to the My Audio Nerds podcast.
That's a fact. It's the wrong podcast for this kind of content.
What is happening?
So yeah, what is happening? So as far as
gospel music has some of the best mixes. Y'all ain't ready for that though.
was y'all using the chaotica balls and stuff like that? Or y'all never used it, right?
Oh my gosh, wait.
Didn't you say something recently about that?
So I went down south and I recorded. I did a whole bunch of sessions, and for the first time, I really used the real chaotica.
The real
I always
one.
use
the blue hole,
the fake joints.
Yeah.
Shout out to them though, because those are way better products
Than the actual
I'm about to
chaotica?
kill chaotica. That was one of the worst experiences of my life because I have my chain. It's my go-to chain for whatever mic I use.
It's an
Doesn't
HMD
matter if I'm
template.
using
Make it known.
No. I switched it out with that SSL native strip. I'm trying to tell you.
It's still but most of it is still a HMD powered by HMD template.
Yeah.
Are you really gonna take that sale from me?
You're right.
That's crazy.
If you like to know what I started with, just go check out the Trap R&B template for FL Studio though, because the other ones I don't know if they hit like mine do. But like I was saying,
Don't worry, me and Rob got a new one coming. Oh yeah, it's gonna pack.
Oh man, what was I saying?
What?
Oh yeah, the chaotica eyeball. Was that my camera? So I went to go record with this eyeball. I'm like, they gave me the eyeball. Word, it's lit. Whatever. It's not the worst treated room, but it's like, all right, I can use it.
Right.
I hated the sound so much that I took this Rode NT1A out and for the rest of the week recorded without any treatment.
Whoa.
And it sounded way better. I'm talking about these records are on their way to coming out. I'm not recut. Like, no.
It
takes so much body out the vocal. No.
Or it just, I've always felt like it takes out like the high end. It makes it dark.
It was so weird. Like, it had me going to change it. And I'm like, no.
You was like, no, it's not my template.
Nah.
Right.
And I took it out and I was like, yo, that sounds way better. I did not like it. I don't know if it was a bad copy. I don't know if the machines wasn't working that well that day.
The foam just wasn't foaming.
So you didn't like it.
I really I detested that experience, and I don't think I'd go back.
So I had the knockoff one.
So
what was the knockoff one called?
Shout out
the Outtron.
Shout out
and
Outtron.
I'm not gonna hold you. That thing, I still got it, and I'm not gonna lie, it held me down for years. But I stopped using it because when I started to notice how my vocals were sounding. It's darker, but there's also like this, and this is nerdy. There's also like some resonance at like 400 hertz that I feel like it makes my vocals sound boxy.
It's literally like the mic's inside a box.
Yeah, it's in a box. I was like, duh.
I'm a big advocate. I'm saying this out loud.
You know what never worked? You know what's one of the biggest scams? All right. I'm ready to jump on the ledge.
Wait.
Let
me get this off. Let me get this off.
I'm gonna tell you the biggest scam, one of the biggest scams.
Don't say
it's
the reflection.
It's the reflection filter is one of the biggest scams alive.
They work.
They do not work.
The who?
The reflection filters.
You know the joints that go around?
I hate it though. The thing
the
that goes
isolation
around
shit.
the mic. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I used to put those on and be like, fam, it's not doing nothing.
So what
I don't
is
like.
this?
You know what I don't like?
What?
And I haven't tried it, but I just don't want to do
What?
that damn house that you put your whole body inside of. Like,
Yo,
I feel like I seen,
the joints that you
I feel like I
put
seen
on.
Wavy like promote it at one point.
Wait, you put your head in it?
Yeah. And it like surrounds you. And it's dumb as it's literally one stand. It's like a little room for just your neck up, and you go record.
That sounds crazy.
It sounds
so you putting on a spacesuit to go and record some rap vocals?
I'm not a fan of it. I've never tried it.
Turn up. You be like, turn out. Grita, bow, bow.
You can't do sessions with people. I feel like they're gonna like try to kick.
Yo, you try to tell Ice Spice to put her head in that that booth. I promise, she gonna pack you up. I would never use something like that.
I'm a big fan, and I'm a big advocate. I think you did that.
What?
To just and once again, rooms could be badly treated.
It can.
I'm not in a treated bedroom, but I'm in a bedroom,
right,
where there are a lot of dampening sources,
right.
And when I was down south recording, it was not the best treated room, but it wasn't like echoey.
Right.
So I'm a fan of just not having anything like
me too.
Maybe a little pop filter.
Me too.
And people look at me crazy. Yo, why you never recording with no pop filter? It's like, just don't.
Yeah, just don't say nothing with P's and P's. You know what I've seen engineers saying? They was like, I don't have to worry about de-essing because we just don't write S's and T's in. I was like, I'm not doing that, okay? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and write bars and be like, yo, I'm not gonna write nothing that got in it. Like, come on, bro.
You know what? For some reason, went into my mind.
What?
And you gonna say it's off track.
What?
It got the Illuminati in my mind, and this is why. Because remember back in the day when people used to reverse songs and say, "Hey, they're preaching devil."
Oh, devil music? That was a thing.
But you thought Rihanna wrote "Run This Town" backwards and said, "Nah, we gotta shout out my homie."
What you talking about?
They used to reverse people's songs, and find hidden messages in the song.
I remember that time.
And I was like, "You think Justin Bieber wrote Baby reversed?" Like,
first of all, when people was doing Illuminati stuff, I was like, "Trust me, people are not going."
We're not that important.
I'm not doing all of that.
Like, really, Roscoe Dash, really. Like, you thought Roscoe Dash was an Illuminati? Come on.
A lot of people did. I'll be honest. I remember when I was getting Illuminatis. When people was like, "I'm in Illuminati," I was like, "Y'all think me? Y'all think I'm in the Illuminati?"
I mean, I thought you was an Illuminati when you brought me to that one thing with Bill Gates and all of them. Remember? I'm kidding. I ain't
gonna lie. I thought about it and I was like, "What the fuck did I bring him to?" That I met the homie.
They gonna
Bill
slow
Gates.
this down and they gonna be like, Devvon gave him a look to stop.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You can see a cut in the video right there when Devvon finished yelling at him.
So this is on Budget Gear. So we basically just did that was just a podcast basically just on us talking about Budget Gear. Courtney, you act real humble. I'm not gonna lie. Because I know you have worse stuff than that. But I'm gonna just let you rock.
I told you, like, what was you talking about? You talking about like when I first started making music? Because when I first started making music, it was bad.
What's your down? This is how I want to end this. What was your down bad interface?
So
be honest, bro.
It's not even an interface. All right, so here's the setup, right?
So
a leapfrog.
I had the that'd have been crazy. That'd been crazy. I had a I think 4 GB RAM HP. My dad had a lot of just desktops. Yeah. So I had a
damn desktop with 4 gigs. God damn,
it's bad.
That was me too.
Had a CD player.
I didn't have a laptop too.
Have you ever had a CD player on your computer?
Boy, I had a CD. Bro, come on. I was such a CD head because I didn't have a phone, and it's like 2016, whatever, but I'm like 12, 13.
You ain't had a phone in 2016?
Ooh,
your life was tough, kid.
Your
fucking life was tough.
I love this.
I didn't have a phone until probably like late junior high. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, your parents.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I know what your parents are.
But yeah, no, it was just like, no, it's not happening. So what I used to do was I used to go to the library and I would always buy, they was still selling CDs for like 50 cents each. And I would just buy a CD from them, burn some shit, and then have it at the crib.
And just that's how you would do your music and stuff?
to MP3 and I just burn, like if I just wanted to listen to the new Hove album, I would just burn it on the CD and just go listen to it.
That's not you was pirating like crazy?
At the library.
By the way, I do have a solution to change music, to fix streaming platforms. And I do want to bring it up. I just want to put it out there one time.
It can't be this one.
I have an idea how to change. I have an idea how to bring value back to music.
There's an episode we're gonna do because I have an idea for the.
I'll save it, but I have an idea for the, bro. It hit me hard today. I was like, that's how we do it. So let's wrap this.
Last question.
We're wrapping this.
Y'all ain't been having trouble finding YouTube to MP3 spots lately. I feel like all of them been going down.
Nah, mine.
For real?
No,
my regular ones.
all of them been going down lately.
Yeah, all of
bro.
mine been still good. I'm not gonna tell y'all what mine is because I don't want them to hear this episode. No, I don't want them to take this. Yo, be mad people watching this, bro.
I'm gonna give them one. It's not gonna be, bro. I'm gonna give y'all one because I spent yesterday or 2 days ago. I was like, I went through 4 pages to find one. So literally, I was just like, all right, only mp3.to.
Oh my .to, that smell like a virus. Yeah. Anyway, we out of here. .to, what is that?
Yeah. All the YouTube to MP3 spots is going down. Yo, drop your favorite YouTube to MP3.
This has been the My Audio Nerds. YouTube gonna ban this whole thing. The My Audio Nerds podcast for audio nerds like yourself. It's your boy Devvon Terrell. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Also, one lucky winner that comments under this video is also going to get a VIP gold edition of the VIP. I just said that the same way. HMD Rosetta EQ. Also, please leave your @ name so we can actually hit you up in the DM and let you know you you've won. We're out of here. This is the My Audio Nerds podcast. Do not steal criminal enterprises, all that other good stuff.
Absolutely.
YouTube, we love you. And
Sidebar, my new sample pack is out now, Golden Hues on ljsarchive.com. Comment your favorite YouTube to MP3, and I might give you a free copy.
we're out of here. Cam, can you cut that? I'm going to chop this whole thing out of the whole thing in that. All right, cool. Call that, Kim.